Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Take 2. Or DDLC Take 2. In the last episode, we tried to hang out with Monika, but everyone and Jesus himself was stopping us.
So hopefully, we get to do that today.
Okay, maybe Jesus himself didn't actually stop us, but everyone in the club were being cock blockers. So, it's kind of a problem. I was gonna put that in the title of the last video, but I didn't want it to get demonetized. So, so now we're here. But anyway, yeah. So let's create a Monika poem. Hopefully this time we can actually not get fucked up by everybody. Because that'll be sad. Tone. Code. Computer. Green. Volume. Variable. Oh no, I don't like how much Shiro's jumping. Intellectual. No, Taku Shiro. Analysis. A heartbeat. There you go. Melody? No. Edit. Sing. Damn it. Monika's literally the only person who sang in this fucking game, but no, she doesn't jump for sing.
Sing was the vanilla word for Sayori anyway.
Yeah. Everything! Cacophony.
Why does she like everything?
Literature. They jump twice if it's like their favorite word, I've noticed.
Oh look, it's effulgent. I wonder whose word that is.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite words. Effulgent. It's funny that effulgent's here.
Zero.
And then Doki Doki.
Only she jumped. Right, because you got her.
You should make Natsuki jump a little more. No, Rainbow. Natsuki will hate our poem. Zero, are you going to do the other routes? Maybe? We'll have to see. It might be like longer roads, where it's like I might do it later, or when I have time. We'll see what happens. I wake up feeling rested. That's pretty rare for me. In fact, it seems a little too good to be true. I grab my watch and check the time. If I wasn't awake before, I sure am now. Overslept by almost an hour. How did I... What happened to my alarm? Then I remembered that I shut it off yesterday when I woke up early. Crud. Ugh, I'm gonna be so late. I hastily get dressed. I think I'll have to skip breakfast today. But when I open my bedroom door, I'm greeted with a familiar scent and sound. Is that bacon sizzling? Good morning, Zero! And out of nowhere, Sayori bounds into view. I'm so surprised that I stumble back into my room. Sayori, what are you doing here? You got me up earlier this week when I was late. So I decided to do the same for you. You look so adorable just snoozing away, so I let you sleep after all. Well, I appreciate the thought, but now we're both gonna be late. We have to get a move on. Nuh-uh, not until you eat your breakfast. You cooked for me too?
Zero,
yeah!
That's what I'm gonna do before you go to work in the morning. I'm like, Zero, you can't go until you eat breakfast.
Why?
Because you can't go until you eat breakfast.
What if my work is literally just me sitting in my chair in front of the computer?
You can't do it till you eat breakfast.
Can I just eat breakfast in front of my computer?
No. You have to eat at the table with me, like a normal person.
I'm not a normal person.
You gotta eat at the table, Zero.
I eat everything in front of my computer.
Well, then I have to sit on your computer with you.
I see. You can sit in my lap.
I was just thinking about that too.
Anyway. It's the least I can do after how much you helped me. I really appreciate it, Zero. I mean it. I'm a little blown away. Never thought Sayori would go to such lengths for me like this. Thank you for the sub, C-Scran. And I probably butchered that horribly. And then again, she did say she loves me. So... Wow, Sayori. I don't know what to say, except... thank you. And that's all you need to say! So what'd you make?
Just bacon, eggs, and toast. Nothing special.
It's
Nothing
mine.
special. That's way more than I'd expect. But, who's watching the kitchen right now?
Nobody?
Suddenly, the smoke alarm starts going off.
Yeah.
Ah! Oh no!
Sayori dashes off to the kitchen and me right behind her.
Oh no! Oh no!
The bacon is shriveled and black, and the toaster has caught fire.
What? How does
Ah!
that work?
What do we do?
You turn off the stove, I'll unplug the toaster. Sayori gets the bacon pan off the stove while I cut the toaster's power. The bread inside is burning, so I go to the closet for a fire blanket to smother it. Before I can return with it, Sayori's already pulled out the fire extinguisher. Sayori, wait! Whoosh! The fire is put out as a wave of white foam covers the toaster. And the wall, counter, and cabinets around it. Oh, Seasick Ron. Alright, thank you, Seasick Ron, for the sub.
I got it.
Thanks, Sayori. I shut off the smoke alarm, and Sayori helps me wipe up the mess. Luckily, nothing else is burning. The kitchen seems no worse for wear, but we're both a bit frazzled from the ordeal. With that mess taken care of, I breathe a sigh of relief and look over at Sayori.
At least the eggs survived. I'm sorry I almost burned down your house.
It wasn't that bad. Not like that time at your place.
Don't remind me. I can't believe I screwed this up.
It's okay, Sayori. It's the thought that counts. And I'm glad you were thinking of me.
Aw, you really mean that?
No. I now have to go get a new toaster.
No, I have to buy a new office toaster because of your ass.
Office toaster?
Yeah, the one with the 4 slots. Oh, they're called office toasters.
Oh, I thought it was that toaster specifically for your office? Of course I do. I give Sayori a reassuring hug and she hugs me back too. Here, let's eat what's left of our breakfast.
Okay.
We enjoy our eggs and head off to school. We're late again, but we couldn't care less. After another uneventful day of classes, it's finally time for the club again. I don't hear any bickering as I approach, so hopefully it's alright this time. I come to find that things are business as usual. Sayori waves at me energetically. Natsuki and Yuri are in their typical spots. Shiro was on his laptop again, while Tiff and Monika are nowhere to be found.
Heyo, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Hi, Tiff. Is that a new record for you?
It just might be. Gosh, looks like I even beat Moni here this time. Yeah, she said she'd probably be late today.
Is she still working on that project?
I think so. She didn't really mention why. It must be something super important to keep her so busy. Well, she said it's due tomorrow, didn't she? What's due tomorrow? Yay, there you are! We were talking about your special project. Oh, yeah, I have to get it done by tonight, or it'll be too late. Which reminds me, I hate to do this, but we'll be cutting the club meeting short today. Aw, do we have to? I'm afraid so. I can't risk not finishing it, so I need to allow myself as much time as possible. But you can still hang out for a while, so don't worry about that. We just won't have any group activities to do later, that's all. Well, don't worry about a thing. I'm sure you'll do great on your project. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I really have my fingers crossed on this one. But let's all just enjoy the club for now. Did you have any special plans today, Zero? Because if not, I know something we could do.
Once more, I go to join Monika. She's near the back of the room again.
Okay, Zero. I kinda have a lot to worry about today, so...
You want to be left alone?
No, not at all. Just that I'd prefer to do something low impact, if that's alright.
Doesn't bother me. You have any ideas?
I could really use some time to chill and gather my thoughts. And I know the perfect place for that.
With a look and a wave, Monika motions for me to follow her out the door. We're stepping out again?
With all the hustle and bustle in the club lately, it wouldn't be too easy for us there. Just follow me. We'll get away from it all, if only for a short while.
Monika leads me down the hallway in a new direction this time. We aren't going to the music room, or any place on this floor. After a flight of stairs and a few twists and turns, we make our way to an unfamiliar corridor. Well, what's over here?
Nothing. That's kind of the point. There's a room back here that used to be set aside for storage or something. They've mostly cleared it out, but as far as I know, they don't use it for anything else yet. I've turned it into my own personal study hall. When I need peace and quiet, this is where I go. Here, this is it.
Monika steps inside the last room at the end of the corridor. I shrug and follow her in. I figured it was this room. I'm back. Are we still getting cock-blocked? No, not today, Rainbow, but you did miss Sayori almost burning down our house.
That's why you cook bacon in the oven, not in the pan.
I cook
Trust
bacon in
me.
the pan.
But cooking bacon in the oven, you don't have
To
to
be
really-
fair, Monika, Sayori almost burned the house down because she did something that no one does, which is leave the kitchen unattended for so long.
But when you put the bacon in the oven, you can leave the kitchen. You
Yeah,
don't have
but
to
you
watch-
know, most people have a problem not leaving the kitchen. Only Sayori has that issue, clearly.
we have to tell her to put the bacon in the oven.
You have to tie her with a freaking rope to the freaking like shelf.
The fridge door handle.
Fridge door handle. I had to quickly say what I was tying her to because that sounded really bad.
Tired of the chair?
Tie her by a rope and
Oh no.
tie Sayori by a rope. Everyone nervously sweats.
We gotta tie up so oh no.
Tie her where? I find myself inside a very empty classroom. Apart from a desk and a couple chairs, nothing is here. Monika moves the desk to the middle of the room and takes a seat. She offers the other chair to me.
Isn't this nice? A quiet place and no distractions. Sometimes, I feel like time stands still in here.
Are we playing After Story right
Bro, finally.
now?
I can see why. You wouldn't even notice if you couldn't see out the windows.
That's another nice plus. It has such a nice view. The neighborhood just spreads out in front of you. I know it's not exactly thrilling, but staying in here feels like it makes everything clear. It's a great place to chat, too. Whatever comes to mind, you can just let it loose. I think I just admitted that I talk to myself.
Everybody does sometimes. Like me. I
Yeah.
do it for a living.
but Zero also talks to himself and he's not recording.
Why
I'm
did
not
you
even here.
expose me?
You shouldn't have said anything.
Everybody does sometimes, Monika.
Yeah, but it's cute.
Don't be mean.
I'll be like gone and then I'll come back and then Zero's talking. And
Zero,
I'm
how
like,
many of you is in your head? It's not like that. It's not like I have actual other personalities. It's just me
I come
saying my
back.
thoughts out loud. It's nice. It's easier for me to think sometimes if I say my thoughts audibly than just in my head.
I kind of like when you do that sometimes, like when I'm going to sleep and you talk to yourself, because it's like, oh, you're there, you're talking. Even though you don't have to talk to me, talk to yourself. So
You're
then I
mean.
don't feel alone when I go to sleep.
I maintain that Moni doesn't exist and Zero's just doing a voice. That would be
Hey,
really hard for me to maintain.
Hey, I just expose you for talking to yourself, but I just expose myself for wanting to listen to your voice while I go to sleep.
That's not really something that's embarrassing. You're a girl.
what does that have to do with anything?
Good night. Damn it. Seasick Ron? I think this
Seasick
was.
Ron.
Thank you for the 30 bits. Appreciate it. See you later.
Well, it's nice to have someone to actually talk to for a change. If there's anything you'd like to discuss, don't hesitate to say so.
Nice.
Oh, thank you for the 300 bits, ET Gamer.
Mr. Rainbow, this is weird. Play the mod, please.
Monika falls quiet and closes her eyes. She must be letting her mind drift. I guess it's all you can really do in a place like this. When there's nothing around you, thoughts are all you have left. I can sort of understand. It seems like it'd be boring, but it's also kind of freeing to take the pressure off.
That's exactly right. It's a place where nothing matters, so there's nothing to stress about.
You read his mind, Monika. Did I say that out loud?
Huh? Of course you did.
She's like, shit.
That's just the sort of thing that can happen here. You can't even tell if you're thinking or speaking sometimes. Uh-huh. Maybe it'll help if we focus on something together. Is there anything in particular you'd like to talk about?
Not much. I'd like to chat with Monika about something, but my mind is going blank.
That's okay. Here, I'll pick a topic to get us started. Let's begin with something obvious. What do you think of the club so far?
It's been fun. Even if for as small as it is, you have a good thing going for you. It's really creepy with no music. I wish there was music here.
Zero, this is real life. There's no music in real life.
Oh god. Maybe that is the point. Cause to be fair, the music's playing in the club room. That's why there's no music.
Oh yeah, there's no music here because it's not.
Because we're not in the club room.
Mhm.
Because there was no music in the music room either until she started playing it.
Mhm.
That's great to hear. I'm glad to know we're doing it right.
I think it's because you have good quality members. What you lack in numbers, make up for in substance.
That's an excellent way of looking at it. We may not have much, but I wouldn't trade any of them for a bigger crowd. Back when I was in debate, that was part of the reason I wanted to leave. It's a popular club, so the member base is huge. But it's also diluted for that same reason. The members are likely to contribute or less likely to contribute in a meaningful way. With the literature club, everyone has to do their part because we have enough to go around.
Even for talentless people like me.
Oh, stop. You shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You helped with festival preparation just like the rest. And even though you didn't write your own poem for it, you still managed to cool down the situation with your reading.
You knew that poem wasn't mine?
It wasn't hard to double check.
I guess not. But yeah, it's been great. I can see why Sayori was so keen to have me join.
You two have been good friends for a long time now, huh?
Nice.
For as long as I can remember.
I wonder.
Yeah?
How much can you remember, Zero? Like, how far into the past?
Why do you ask?
I'm just curious. When I try to think back, things start to get a little hazy before long. Eventually, it's just bits and pieces, defining moments. Everything in between is a blur.
That sounds about right. I can recall the most recent stuff pretty easily. But thinking back, I remember a bunch of times I shared with Sayori.
And beyond that?
Honestly, barely anything at all. I think maybe my life is just that unremarkable.
I'm dropping
There
everything.
aren't too...
What?
I said I'm dropping everything.
You really are. Also, thank you for the 100 bits, ET Gamer.
There aren't too many people who can accomplish great things in their teen years. Unremarkable isn't always bad, is what I'm trying to say.
Fair enough. I just feel like I could have done more with it all.
There's no sense regretting that. What's done is done. You can only move forward. Of course, if you think you're still making poor use of your time,
Don't remind me.
then that's something you should work on.
Easier said than done.
Oh, that's true of everything. It's always easiest to do nothing. Finding motivation can be tough sometimes, but if you can get things rolling and keep it up, it eventually becomes its own reward. You get a nice self-esteem boost you can use to continue onward.
I guess starting up is the part I struggle with. A lot of it is like, why bother? This is a nice conversation. I'm kind of enjoying myself. I don't know. Like honestly, without the music, it makes the conversation nicer. Weirdly enough, without the music, it's just like, this is nice.
Yeah.
That's no attitude to have, but I don't have to tell you that, do I? Not everything needs some grand purpose to warrant being done. Some of history's greatest discoveries were complete accidents. It sounds a bit selfish, but you should try to find what you want out of life and do whatever it takes to get it. In a sense, that's what high school is all about. Getting a taste of what the world has to offer so you can find your way.
What about when high school is like, why bother?
Well, that's just needlessly limiting yourself. How will you know what's out there if you never look? In part, it's a maturity thing. The system isn't so great about this. It feels like everyone is being forced forward because there's no time to make it work otherwise. But it results in a lot of people doing things because they have to instead of being because they want to. Of course, there will always be total freeloaders who would never do anything if it isn't required of them. But it'd be nice if there was more time to develop out of childish habits. Don't you agree?
I don't know. Seems like some people just get entrenched in them instead.
Yeah, it's a complex issue. Not the sort of thing that's easily fixed. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel pressured on a daily basis. But that's why we're here, right? To escape.
Yep.
You see how nice it can be to just sit here and chat sometimes?
I guess so. It feels like I'm making you do all the talking.
This is after story. That's what this is.
It is, and it's nice.
Don't let it bother you. I'm naturally talkative. Just don't let me stifle you if you have something to say. I'd hate to hog the conversation.
Right. Will do.
Zero, sorry if this is kind of random, but do you believe in true love? You know, the kind that supposedly conquers all? It's a pretty romantic concept, but I always wondered about how realistic it is.
Well, I suppose that depends on what you consider love in the first place.
That's fair. There are lots of ways to look at it. I guess the basic idea is a strong feeling of connection between two people. But even then, there's still love at first sight.
Nah, I don't think infatuation counts as love.
Eh? Infatuation?
Yeah, like, how could two people possibly know they love each other when they only just met? They don't know anything about one another, so it's usually just physical attraction. And if they get into a relationship, they might end up completely incompatible. Then all they do if they have a kid or something, just be stuck together even though it doesn't really work. If that's love, then it's the least realistic and most fleeting kind.
Okay then, what would you consider to be true love?
True love, I think it's something that grows over time. It could start as infatuation, but it doesn't seem likely. If it stops growing after a while, then it was just a passing thing. But if both people feel it strongly enough, it will help keep them together, even when times get bad. And that's why true love conquers all, because the people involved share that strong devotion to each other.
I think you're right, Zero. That explanation makes a lot of sense. Though, now I wonder just how rare it must be then. Seriously, how often do people connect on that sort of level? Finding that 1 in a million person.
I don't think it's that unlikely. Most people are more adaptable than that. Maybe a lot of them just don't know what they want out of a real relationship.
Who are you?
Do you have any better idea yourself?
In truth, I haven't given it much thought. I feel like my life could go any which way at this point.
That's fair as well. Whoever really stops to ponder this sort of thing?
Isn't that the magic of this room?
It absolutely is. I found you! Sayori, you went searching for us again. Yeah, I had to. Did you lose track of time? Well, I did say it's easy for that to happen in here.
How'd you know to check this room anyway?
I just did. Anyway, Monika, you said you needed more time for your project tonight, so I wanted to make sure you got it. You're right, I definitely do. And I guess we cut it a little too close.
That's okay. It was a nice chat. For once, we didn't get cock-blocked until the end, so... I consider this an absolute win. I see this as an absolute win, lads. That's okay. It was a nice chat.
I'm sure Monika would talk to you forever if she could.
Aha! Someone say Act 3?
He's good company, at least. Let's head back before it gets too late.
Monika and Sayori leave the room. I linger behind a moment to look around. Just an empty space. A void of nothingness. I never expected this to be the kind of place Monika would hang out. There really must be more to her than meets the eye.
Zero, are you coming?
Yeah, right behind you. I follow the girls back to the club room. Not sure how long we were away. But it's definitely time to wrap things up when we get back. Monika makes her announcement as soon as we arrive.
Okay, everyone, it's time to wrap up for today.
What? Already?
Uh-huh. Sorry, I need to head home to finish off a big project for tomorrow. But before I dismiss you guys, I need to talk to all of you about my plans for the club next week. What's going on next week? Something a bit bold. Basically, I wanted all of you to have the chance to contribute to the club in your own way. So every day next week, each of you will be the club president for 1 day apiece.
What? You're just handing over control of the club?
Just a single day for each of you. Yes.
Well, what's the point if it's just for 1 day?
I'm kind of wondering myself. Isn't that a bit arbitrary? Not as much as you might think. Since you'll be president, you'll also be choosing our activity for the day.
Monika, is this your way to make everyone aware? Sayori doesn't like the idea.
Nope.
So I need you to come up with something fun for us to do on your turn. Try to do some brainstorming over the weekend so you're ready when the time comes. We'll also show you what it's like to be in my shoes, so it should be rather enlightening.
Enlightening.
Monika, could I talk to you in a private for a sec? Is it important, Sayori? Yeah, urgent, actually.
Monika and Sayori slip off to a corner of the room. The rest of the group is chatting amongst themselves. I don't mean to eavesdrop, but my curiosity gets the better of me. Oh no.
Oh, what are we gonna
Sneak
hear?
a little closer and listen carefully. They're already mid-conversation when I can hear.
You think you're doing? We agreed we were gonna try not to screw this up. Couldn't that cause some real problems here? Look, I know it's risky. Trust me, I do. But seeing how well you've handled it, the others might just be okay. And they deserve to know. Don't you agree? Well, yeah, but... What about the player? Would they be alright with that? I think they'd be on board. It could be something they'd like to see happen happen already. And if they don't, it's kind of their choice regardless. If anything, I'm more concerned about how the rest will react. Yeah, that's a lot to take in. You don't think they'll do anything drastic, do you? I don't know what to expect, but we must be prepared to support them. You're already in the know, and you'll be getting a refresher. So I'm really counting on you to help them get through this. I'm sorry to put so much pressure on you, but I just don't see it any other way. Alright. I'll do my best for you, Monika. Just try not to worry. I'm not even sure this will work yet. If it does, then I'll become aware, and we can figure things out after that. Okay, I hope you know what you're doing. I wish I could say that I do.
Monika and Sayori make their way back toward the group. I have no idea what I just overheard, but I pretend to be nonchalant about it.
Okay, I'm sorry to keep you waiting.
So, what was that all about?
We just need to figure out a few things first. Right, we picked the order of who'll be president on what days. Sayori will be going first on Monday, Yuri will be next on Tuesday. So soon? Relax, Yuri, you have plenty of time to prepare. Natsuki will go on Wednesday, and then Tiff on Thursday.
This is so pointless.
Aw, give it a chance, Natsu. It could be lots of fun. And finally, Shiro on Friday.
Okay. When do I get to go?
Oh, sorry, Zero. I didn't mean to forget you. Would you be alright waiting until Monday of the week after?
Fine by me. Less pressure, the better.
Then I guess that's settled.
I'm getting some ideas already.
You have a while to think, so make the most of it. As for tomorrow, I have my own special activity planned, so it's not like I'm exempt. It will probably take up the full meeting, so don't expect as much free time as usual. Also, Zero, you may still want to write a poem tonight anyway. Just because we're doing something else doesn't mean it's not important.
Alright.
Let's head home, Zero. It's time for us to go. See you all tomorrow. Oh.
Oh no. That actually scared me.
The game is getting spooky.
That actually scared me.
What were you and Monika doing in that room today?
Believe it or not, just wanted to talk.
For real? She didn't want to make out or anything?
Why on earth would she want to do that? Like I said, she isn't into me that way.
How can you be so sure?
Really think she wants a piece of this action? Or lack thereof?
Hey, you have plenty to offer. And whatever it is Monika wants, just don't forget this is really special for her. It may not seem like it, but you're making a big impact.
I can't imagine what Monika would see in a guy like me.
There's always been way more to you, Zero.
Well, I can't say I'm expecting much.
Then expect the unexpected, because she's full of surprises. See you tomorrow, Zero.
Expect the unexpected. I don't like the way that was worded. I don't want to expect the unexpected. Alright. Heaven sent? Oh!
Aww. Why are we doing this? Hacker? Suicide? No.
Retro?
Sincere? Script?
Script? Why is she mad?
Sign?
Oh no, wait, she's probably testing things and fucking with the game, so now she's like, oh god damn it.
She's kind of blurry too.
I think Monika's is like messing with stuff and she's messing up the game by accident. President. A lot. They're on top of each other.
Are we gonna hear the ba?
What do you mean the ba?
Do you not know what the ba is in the normal game? Sometimes, when this happens, sometimes you click a word, it goes ba.
Conscience. When she jumps, she's like, ugh, fine.
She's like, oh shit. Lit?
Yo, this is lit!
Oblivion? Oh, that's probably your
Dialogue.
reaction.
When does it stop?
There's a lot of ones. I mean, we'll just gotta keep going.
Together.
Lyric?
I don't know if lyric counts. Void count. The vivid. Vivid. No? Damn it.
See? You didn't listen to me. Sign again.
Oh, sign. This is weird. I don't like this. This feels like more than 20.
Yeah, I think there's a little more than 20 here.
I feel like we've been here for a while.
We gotta keep going, man. Poetry?
I don't know. Oh, we did
There
it.
we go.
Oh.
What? Is this real? Oh no.
Oh
okay.
no! What went wrong? Wait, I can fix this. I just forgot the colon? Really?
You know, when you start coding and
Yeah,
then like
I know. That's what that's a
exception-
fucking reference to.
Yeah, I know. When you
You
actually
forget
code,
one thing.
you see it in like another mod, and you're like, is it real
Yeah.
or not? Because this is exactly what. It looks
Oh no, I thought you meant the joke that she was making, where she was like, I forgot the colon. I was like, yeah, I know that fucking,
No,
you get
I'm
this
just
giant
talking
trace
about-
back and you forget the quotation mark.
I was talking about that when you step.
Oh, no, I know when it's fake and when it's not. You can tell.
Really?
Yeah.
You can tell how.
It's
how you
easy to tell. I can't hover over the options. It also just looks a little different.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it should work now. I have to restart the recompile. Dang it! Come on!
Monika, are you in developer mode?
Fine. Jeez.
All right.
Game's not responding.
Oh. Okay. The game actually refreshes, so.
There you go.